What are my thoughts on tomatoes? If you're going to eat them, I wouldn't personally. They're nightshades. They do have a number of anti-nutrients. But if you're going to eat them, get rid of the skin and get rid of the seeds. That's where most of the problems are in the tomato. But it does have some fructose. It is a fruit after all. It's not a vegetable, but a fruit. And it does have some fructose in it. Not a lot, but it does, it's got a lot of water in it, fluids and stuff like that. That water tends to be a bit high in deuterium because fruit does concentrate deuterium. All fruit does. So, but it's not excessive like some of the other fruit. Like if you get something like a peach or a pear or something like that, that probably, or anything very sugary fruit will have far more deuterium. Tomatoes have got less, but they still have more than meat or fat. So just keep that in mind. But a small amount to use over meat for flavor or whatever as a dressing, as part of a dressing, yeah, fine. I don't have a problem with it. It's only a small amount. But if you're sensitive to stuff like that, nightshades or whatever, probably not. But it is contraindicated for a whole lot of reasons I pointed out. But, as I said, I'm not here to basically judge people or tell people how to eat. I do a mostly carnivorous diet. I'm not always strict. But at the end of the day, all I'm here is just to call out the bullshit, tell people what is indicated and what isn't. I drink coffee. That's not indicated either. That's, got anti-nutrients. It's, it's got a bit more niacin if you have the granules, but also oxalate. But so you do get a bit of a niacin thing there. It's probably one of the best sources of niacin within the sort of plant world that you could actually get in that regard. But at the same time, there are other issues with it. But I can 4 times faster at detoxing caffeine out of my system. That's why I just drink it for the taste. I don't drink it because I get a buzz out of it. I get zero buzz. If I want a buzz, I'd get on Zyban, which was an antidepressant that I used to get off smoking. That really gave me a buzz. Kept me up all night. I had to go for long walks to get out of my system. But that's when I realised what druggies feel. You can be completely in depression and take something like that, and you can, what depression sort of thing. But that's just masking the problem. It's not resolving the problem, obviously. It's not the way to go. Destroy your life. You don't end up with longevity under those circumstances. But, yes. Anyway, I'm babbling. No. It's associated nonsense. There is no way of tell me the mechanism. I always say to people when they say, tomatoes do this, or this polyphenol does that, and I go, show me the mechanism. Show me quite clear a mechanistic cause and, a sort of an effect. I take this, it has this effect on this pathway. I mean, I know taurine will actually fix ATPase, which is complex 5. So if you damage that, you reduce your energy production, which you can revert the cell into a cancerous state to survive, a primitive state, running the old program with oncogene activation. But I know that if I reduce the deuterium 2H in the system and put taurine to correct and melatonin, overnight better sleep, blue blocking glasses and all that, and correct the electron chains and lift oxidative phosphorylation and restore proper cellular energy function, you reverse all that. And you also reverse the reverse Krebs cycle to switch the other way. So you reduce the growth factors. You impede that system. because taurine does another thing on the Krebs cycle. It forces it in the other direction and also forces lactate through the damn thing to basically produce energy. So there are quite clear mechanisms proven in research. This is just associational crap. Most plant so-called anti-cancer things are just absolute wanks. Crap. They've never demonstrated in any literature other than associated relationships, which is, healthy user bias, basically. People that are not eating a whole lot of crap and eating this sort of stuff more than others. So it's just nonsense, mate. Absolutely nonsense.